Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hello everyone, checking in on SPY, IWM QQQ, and VIX. Certainly important to note that the potential catalysts of fundamental things now, no longer the attention on China. Now everybody's going to be talking about potential war with Syria, and we got Trump's lawyer getting raided. Plenty of fundamental things for the talking heads to continue spinning as for reasons for market uncertainty. So here on SPY, we have a daily inside bar. We had a bit of a double top, or top fishing play. We got right up to the high of Friday after 4 green hours in a row to start the day. The bulls definitely extending themselves, and we came within 27 cents of that high and then pulled back with a dump at the end of the day. And it was a complete 180 turnaround with a ton of weakness at the end of the day, and we hit that low at the end of the day, but it still leaves us with the daily inside bar. If we break 259.94, which is more likely than not, we will be looking down at the low from last Friday, of 258, and then the 200-day moving average will be there. And if the bulls can pull off a miraculous bull break, we'll be looking at the high of last week up at 266.64. Weekly time frame inside bar forming, and the bulls need a break on that daily time frame to have this equilibrium pattern get more clear if the price moves towards 270. If it does not, then the bears will still certainly have favor on the daily and the weekly time frame, which is where we stand right now. The bears definitely have favor. IWM on the daily, also an inside bar, closing down at the low of the day, 150.42, followed by 149.15. And in terms of resistance, if we get a bull break of the inside bar, which again is not likely because we closed at the low of the day, then we would be looking up at the high from last Thursday, 153.61. But that's a long shot for the bulls, at least tomorrow. Weekly time frame, equilibrium with the double top, higher low, and we would need to see the bulls up around 154, 155 to be right back in the middle of this equilibrium and to have it be a 50-50 in terms of which direction we break. But because we're not in the middle of this tightening range, it favors the bears. QQQ had a bull break. We broke the high of Friday, but obviously weakness closing near the low at the end of the day. 157.46, 155.88 are resistant or are supports, and resistance is 161.58. The weekly time frame for QQQ currently forming an inside bar. Not an equilibrium pattern because we got a new all-time high. Still a higher low, higher high pattern, and it's going to require a break of the February dump low in order to change the weekly trend on QQQ, and that's all the way down at 149.88, currently about 6% above that level. VIX on the daily time frame, inside bar, closing near the high of the day with the weakness at the end of the day in the market. So if we get a bull break tomorrow, 22.02, 23.12, 24.51 are the next 3 resistance levels to be watching. Certainly tight trading the last couple of weeks, not a whole lot. Well, there's certainly a lot of volatility within that range because every dollar is about 5%. But in terms of the volatility we were seeing before it, things have tightened up. And we will be looking for a break of this volatility. If not this week, then likely next week. And again, the bulls have momentum in their favor right now, closing at the high of the day today. And if we get that bull break, we'll be looking to break the daily lower highs, which are still intact over the last couple of weeks. So that's where we stand. Again, the overhead, or I should say the headline risk, which is, risk of potential fundamental news coming out overnight to ruin positions or to see follow through in bearish positions, it favors the bears, right? So the only bullish news, I mean, we do have North Korea talks, which aren't bad, but the bullish news right now is trade agreement in China. That's really the only thing that could see a significant reaction after hours. Otherwise, there's just a lot of headline risk that would favor the bears on any potential developments in the raid or, war with Syria, things like that. And you have to keep in mind that war with Syria, in my opinion, would be a short-term bearish reaction perhaps to the markets just for uncertainty reasons. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm 29 years old and I can't really remember when we weren't at war. We're always at war with somebody overseas. And I don't think it would have a significant long-term impact on things. Then, of course, if Russia got involved, blah, 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 that could be a potential catalyst, but always things to be keeping an eye on. And like I said, it's really something for the talking heads to latch onto and to continually talk about. They have to talk about something for, 6 to 8 hours every single day. And this now certainly gives them something to talk about, so they keep spinning it and keep talking about it and really, broadcast that out to the sheep, the general herd that is the market. So I appreciate you watching. We'll see how this inside bar breaks, certainly favoring the bears. If it breaks the low of Friday, will be the next support level we watch, and we'll check back in tomorrow and see how it goes. Thanks again. Have a good night.